All right, this is my Western Conference Final Game 1 NBA recap and reaction. First, little quick shout out to B Drizzy and Justin Frank and the rest of the Syosset boys. And yeah, quick shout out to them, and let's get into it. All right, first thing that really pops out at me is Anthony Davis. He had a really good game tonight. Offensively, he was really good. He was 12-21 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. He got to the line 15 times, made 12 of those. He had 37 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and yeah, he played really, really well tonight. A key focus for the Lakers was to get shooting the paint a lot. Not just for Anthony Davis, for the whole team, and they really accomplished that well. Anthony Davis was also plus 15 in this game. Also LeBron James was a plus 15, and he played pretty good tonight. He didn't score a lot tonight, but he had 12 assists. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and had made 3 of his 4 free throws. He also had 6 rebounds. He played really well tonight. More of a facilitator tonight, but yeah, he's still really good. On the Nuggets side, it wasn't that good of a game for Michael Porter Jr. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. He did have 10 rebounds, and he was a plus 5. He ended up with 4 points. But, they need a third scorer on this Nuggets team if they're going to beat the Lakers. And he didn't really show up tonight shooting-wise. He played a little better in the fourth. I think he shot like 1 shot in the fourth, I want to say. And he made that one. But, overall, he played pretty bad. But he did make most of his free throws, so, and he got to the line 8 times. Which brings me to my next point. The Lakers shot a lot more at the line than the Nuggets did. They shot 8 more times. And that, again, I think they shot 15 free throws in 1 quarter. Some of that is due to the fact that they have stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But another thing that is due to it is that they also shot more in the paint. They didn't settle for a lot of jump shots. They shot around the same 3-pointers, but, they actually shot the same amount of 3-pointers. The Lakers just made 2 more. Yeah, they shot a lot more in the paint. They didn't take a lot of mid-range. The Lakers did not tonight. Which brings me to my next point. Let's get into the 3-point percentages. The Nuggets, they didn't shoot that bad, but, they shot 34%, which isn't horrible. Jeremy Grant, he shot 1 of 6. Gary Harris shot 1 of 4. Michael Porter shot 1 of 6. Torrey Craig shot 0 of 2. Torrey Craig and Jeremy Grant, they weren't really that great this game. It's going to be pretty challenging, I think, guarding. Their main assignment for this series is going to be guarding LeBron. And obviously, they're going to have to guard other players, but, that's that's the reason they have those players to guard those excellent 2-way 3-and-D wings. That is basically like LeBron. He's obviously more than the 3-and-D wing, but if you had to class him into something, he would be someone like Kawhi. Kawhi is a 3-and-D wing, and that's who Jeremy Grant and Torrey Craig were guarding the previous series, and they're also guarding Paul George at times. So yeah, that's what I'm classing them as. Okay. That kind of went off a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to clear my point there. Jeremy Grant on the offensive end actually didn't play that well either. He was 3 of 11, minus 25. Only had 9 points tonight. Torrey Craig was also minus 2. I'm going to transition to the 3-point shooting, the shooting performances overall. As I said, the Nuggets shot 34% from the 3-point line. They made 82% of their free throws, and they shot 49% overall from the field, which means they shot 57% from within the 3-point arc. And the Lakers, on the other hand, they shot 53% overall from the field. As I said before, they shot 42% from 3, and they made 27 of the 37 free throws, which makes them have 73% from the free throw line. And within the 3-point line, they shot 55%, a little bit worse than the Nuggets in this game. So I kind of skipped the recap part and just went straight up to the recap or reaction to the game. So I'm going to go through a quick little summary of this game. The Lakers kind of controlled the first half, but the Nuggets were able to keep it close. They actually had a lead at some point in the first, or early in the first, and they also had a lead at the beginning of the second quarter, I think they had a lead to start the second quarter, something like that. But then the Lakers scored 34 points in the second quarter, while the Nuggets scored 21, and they would have a 13-point lead at halftime. It really felt like they should be leading by more. It really did feel like it kind of felt like they lost those last 2 minutes of this game. And then the lead kind of like ballooned to like they scored 33 in the third quarter, and the Nuggets only scored 20, and the lead kind of ballooned in the second half, and this game kind of got away from the Nuggets in this game. All right, now back to my final thoughts on this game. So my final thoughts on this game was, I kind of expected the Lakers to win this game. I didn't totally expect the Lakers to shoot this well from the three-point line in this game, just because they didn't really shoot well in Game 1 against the Rockets or in Game 1 against the Trailblazers. But that's really all I got tonight. Anthony Davis, he had a monster night. Jokic played well too, but he got into foul trouble, and he had like 5 fouls, I want to say, at the beginning of the fourth quarter of this game, which is not good. It's a concern with foul trouble with him. Going forward, I think that would be a concern for the Nuggets, especially he's going to be guarding Anthony Davis at points of this series, and he's got to have to learn to not foul and defend well. Also, I just realized I forgot to talk about I think the keyest player in this game was Rajon Rondo. Now, Rondo, he was only 3 of 7 from the floor, 7 points, but he did have 9 assists. And when LeBron was not on the floor, he was controlling the offense. And it really does seem like AD and Rondo were clicking a lot tonight, and he was ending up AD with a lot of nice passes in this game to get some good baskets, to get some good shots at the basket. He also made a weird shot where he was driving towards the hoop, and he was like, he wasn't even on like the rim side anymore. He was outside of the rim, but he still made it, which was kind of weird. Like, he kind of shot it over the backboard. That was a pretty weird shot. I thought he played really well tonight, and I think that's something you're not going to really see in the box score is, I just thought he played you're going to see that he was a plus 13, but I thought he was really good tonight for the Lakers. And he's very key for them when LeBron is not on the floor. Another thing to watch is how do they divide up the Howard and McGee minutes. Now tonight, Howard got 16 and McGee got 11. McGee was a negative 11 on the plus minus scale. He wasn't that good tonight. He got into foul trouble early in this game. He had 4 fouls. Dwight Howard, he was a lot better. He was very good in the second half of this game. He got the start, actually, at the beginning of the second half. Or not really the start, but he got those minutes. He had 16 minutes tonight, 4 of 5 from the field, 5 of 8 from the three-throw line, and had 13 points. Kuzma was good. He had 11 points. Nothing really special or anything out of the ordinary from him. That's really all I got from this game. I'm just looking to see if I missed anything. Murray and Jokic, they played good, but they need a third scorer, unless they're going to score like 40 or 30 points a game. They can score 30, but if they're going to score, it's just going to be really tough. They're going to need a third scorer. A third scorer. Excuse me, voice is kind of raw tonight. But that's really all I got. Or not raw, just, I don't know. All right, that's really all I got today. Like and subscribe, watch the videos.